My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Roguebook. Oh, yes. Good to be back. We're going to be able to see a hero level up in this run, but just before we get to that, thank you again to Nacon Gaming for sponsoring the video. If you would like to pre-purchase Roguebook on Steam, you can do so at the link in the top of the description down below. The game is also going to be available on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch at launch on June 24th. Okay. So, I feel like I often do want a unit that stands in front, which means Sifa or Sirocco. Maybe here's what I'm aiming for. Something more like a Sifa frontline. Oh, but I don't want Sifa in the front line if Shara's doing most of her damage in the front line. See, both of those are competing to kind of charge a little bit, in my mind at least. But I do also want to explore a new pairing. Maybe we use like the defensive factor of Sirocco and then ally and draw and stuff and energy from our new favorite Aurora.
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
Would you like some tea? Come along then.
Okay. Let's go up and through. Oh, they're adorable. Ooh, it's very well out there. Mecha Magnet at the end of turn, retain a random card is up there. Ooh! We also just get this by base? First time the equipped hero takes damage each battle, draw an energy and draw a card and gain a life. At the end of each battle, the equipped hero heals 4 life. You know what? That goes on Sirocco.
This will go nicely
Right
with
there.
my earring.
I will also select Sirocco to be our base lead. I should probably just take a bunch of normal battles first. Nadam, what do you have? Ogre Soup! Give a hero 6 power. Does not even dissolve. It's also flattened to attack for 25. Impact for the AoE. There's Windfall to pump up our energy again. Mighty Ruby. Attacks on this card do +5 damage. It's also charge and combos, so I can make something cost less, and charge will also move them to the front line when they cast it. Alchemists cost half as much as Jarmir's tablet right here, and there's a Gauntlet of Might. Interesting. Humbling Vision halves an enemy's intent attack value. I kind of want to go expensive cards and Windfall again, but not decrease their cost, and both of the characters share expensive cards, and then we actually like draft defensive cards for Sirocco. But Sirocco often does defensive and offensive stuff at the same time, so that could actually end up being quite the pairing. I mean, the obvious thing is just murder that and then move to the front and defend, right? I don't think I need to care too much about their positionings just yet. Strike the back line. Yeah, because the second attack was going to do 7, so 10 and 7 wouldn't have taken this target out, but now I just get to move myself to the front. And it's all good. Two different kinds of strike, and a guard will not do it, but it'll resolve this turn. And then however we want to get it done. Ooh, what are you? Reveals 5 spaces in opposite directions. I need to stand there because, well, but that's a blocked space, so it's 5 spaces down here, but not in the other direction. What do you got then? Fine, show me. Basically nothing. This is it. 5 spaces in both directions, right here. Huge usefulness. Shining. Oh my god, this is the densest thing I've seen so far. This is the kind of thing I was looking for when I popped all of the previous sky towers and went, oh gosh, nothing here again? Precision ink, is that only just 1 precision ink? No, it's 3. Okay, so we can use that to bridge down to that pile of gold. Gemstone, touch to take a gem. Sure. I'll take a 4-block gem right there. Alchemist. Like 75 gold to transmute a card. Let's transmute a base strike. What's Sirocco here? Then we get to craft a new card out of it. Clash attacks for 7. Gain 7. When you play this, add a copy to your hand with no gems. Mortars, add a copy to the hand with no gems. That's what it feels like to me. Attack a random enemy for 3. Repeat for each card you played this turn. And the second one is another card you played this turn. Discard a card, reduce cost by 1. Ranged. Also, no. This is it for me. And then I'm going to try and find ways that I have the ability to just combo cast out. There's also 4 more block can be gained by a card. We'll see. I don't think anyone needs that one just yet. Silent Shield is the one in the other direction as well. If you end your turn and have no block, gain 8. Speaking of 8, the enemy is attempting to do 8 damage here for us. Three power on your next attack if you're going to be doing many attacks. Pretty good. Although until I start playing a bunch of 0-cost cards of some... Oh, but then this one's 0-cost cards. Go. Another one. Well, either it wants 0-cost cards or it just wants a bunch of energy manipulation. Right? Could do either. Our frontliner is going to be able to full heal. See, it gets so much better very quickly. There you go. Pop your full heal right there, and then pop the enemy one too. Another stack of precise ink. Whoa. Whoa. There's an enemy here that only requires a single precise ink to get to. Which is effectively like a reroll. Because this also gives us ink back. They're skipping their next turn. I have a concern. Oh, they're skipping 2 turns. I'm now very concerned. Three against the backline A, not against the front line. Couldn't be against the front line. Yeah, that's why I was concerned. Yeah. I've played video games before. I know how this one works out. Okay, that goes to 7 attack. That is 7 attack already. We don't have the ability to kill the frontliner because the backliner took all of those 3 hits. If the frontliner took any of them, we would have been in a far better position. 14 block out of that. Then you're doing 24 just by yourself, and you're doing 4 as the over. Ugh. Huh. Unfortunately, we can't, like, tank this on Aurora. Oh, dear. Dearie, dearie me. All right, Soroka. Yeah. Ow! 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 You doing okay, bud? A random enemy. That is a total of 6 50-50s in a row that went the wrong way for me. Literally, one of them goes in the other direction and we're fine. Just want to be very clear about that. Oh, you did me dirty, game. It still went for the back line and 2 times at the start there. Only... What? Okay, so a 50-50, 50%, another 50-50, 25, 12.5, 6.25, 3 point... And that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. It's that again. Also, it does look like because I collected this and entered a battle at the same time, it is going to be possibly infinitely rendering right there. If I jump back to the main menu and then jump back into the run, it might re-render. There we go. Ah, it did, but it also deleted that battle. Huh. Okay, so the save point is not immediately after a battle. Interesting. Let's double strike this frontliner and throw it in Empower. Good, good. Double strike this frontliner. Play a Mortis. So it can hit the front line. I just thought it was impossible. I didn't actually want this fight undone. I was fine with living with the outcome. To be clear. But also, you'll be able to see kind of like the night and day difference this is going to make. Damage there. Back to the front line. And there's the mortars again. Get him. Got him. Oh, it also did it that re-roll the reward? Did I get an explosive ink last time? Strange. Okay, let's jump out in this direction, pick you up. Obviously, I'm going to want to get the Orb of Barrier as soon as possible. The Mortis card is not currently good for us, really. Like, I cast 2 cards before it, and then it's 3 to 3 enemies. Like, it's 9 damage at that point. We need energy manipulation. We need other things to try and actually make it. But the thing is, once it goes off, it goes off. I I almost thought it was actually going to redeem itself right there. Murder the archer outright for us. Yeah, first hand was all offense. Here's all our defense. That was always going to happen. Okay, now I'm being tripped as well. I would love to throw mortars. I absolutely cannot. We've seen it. We've seen it do it before. I'm not getting done that way again. Why does trip only affect the turn where I have mortars? It would be so good here. Oh, God, and then use it. There we go. Oh, hello, Mortis. Good to see you as well. Funny seeing you here. And now you full heal because we are intending to kill this turn. Almost certainly. Yeah. Attack. 3x2. And then a 3x3.
Time for some tea.
Ah, yes. Stardust ink. Consumes a brush to reveal a space and all adjacent spaces within a radius of 2. Ooh. Scarred ink or consume. Back. I think I may actually just pop both Radiant Hearts right now. Wait, you can't. Aww. Should be able to pop that on that screen. Fine, I'll discard those to get this. Because, like, if I use this there, for instance, now I can access both that normal battle and the Farrier Well, and I also see a bunch of extra tiles. Another elite battle! I've not seen another elite. Oh, Seed Soil. I probably shouldn't have gone for this one first. Ooh. But I'm here. Six by three. As soon as I increase your power, it's gonna be so good. Obviously, I should probably draft cards if I want to increase someone's power, right? There's nothing left in the draw pile. Well, I still think the person that needs to be the least weakened is probably going to be Sirocco, who actually has the card that is upgraded in the deck at the moment. Okay. Another lovely debuff turn right there, but afraid you're not going to make it even to it. Radiant Heart, Farrier Well Orb. Oh, right, I can't collect that at the moment, of course. Okay, so now I have my 204. And I have a much more accurate, I feel, read of how I want this deck to play. So what I want here is Ogre Soup and Windfall. I think I need Windfall first, though. Why did we get plus 25 above our head when we bought that? We didn't actually get 25 gold. We had 204 and then we spent 100. Salt. I Probably shouldn't go for an elite battle. Tiles in a straight line. So we can go 3 tiles there. I guess I could explosive ink. That doesn't seem that good though. Explosive ink there, also not particularly good. Yeah, you know what? Explosive ink is going to be good enough, I think, yeah. So a wee bit of gold. We pick up the silent shields. At the end of the turn, if we have no block, we gain 8. And, you know, that sometimes happens, especially when I'm trying to go fully offensive. At the end of each turn, retain a random card. That's an additional card to cast in a later hand, which makes that particularly powerful for us as well. Can I find any more normal battles? Yes. It does seem like the normal battles get more difficult as you progress. 777. Like, I can try and kill the forest wisp and then block all but 5 damage this turn. We actually get 8 block at the end of the turn if we don't block at all, and then you get 2 block as well. So if I just did all the attacks against the back line and then nothing else, it's because you got the attack and debuff. I don't want both of those going off. Ooh, incredibly good. Empower. Windfall. Defend. Defend. And then a mortars. And then 1 more mortars. Oh, if only we weren't weakened this turn. Shredded our damage. Hopefully we get a similar draw this turn, I guess. Well, not really similar. Thank you for all of the debuffs. Bend my way to the front line. Windfall. Not empowered, so I can just go strike and then mortars. 1 more mortars after that. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna get this ogre strength. I'm gonna be doing so well. Ooh, another explosive ink. Yeah, simply do love to see it. So if I use precision ink, like 1, 2, 3 to go there. Actually, I could even use 2. Right? And then just stand here and blow up. Ooh, got a rune of sight out of it too. Which discovered another rune of sight and is actually contiguous with our land. Perfect. So get another narrative event, socket a card of your choice, or gain a random gem. So socketing a card of my choice is obviously the one we're going to want to go with here, and then we're going to want to get another socket in mortars, because if we can make that 0 cost, well, then... Although the second copy will have no gems. So, it's a little less powerful than maybe I may have initially said, but still. It's certainly not nothing. Oh, that's pretty far from my land. I'm not going to be able to get there. Hopefully it's nothing good. It isn't. We need not worry. Let's pick up all of the Radiant Hearts we'd prior avoided. So I got 2 more brushes, and I get another 2 if I kill these elites. Okay, so I can go get my Ogre Strength right now. Which is... I guess I should just get that before the elite battles. Ogre soup, rather. No. Yes? No. No? Yes, yes. Okay, so Mighty Ruby is the other contestant here, right? Because then I don't have to play the Ogre Soup before it's online. But the thing is, Ogre Soup affects the first trigger of mortars as well as the second. Mighty Ruby only affects the first. I think, honestly, not having to play another card in between them is so hugely different. I'm gonna pop a Radiant Heart just because I'm a little scared.
Good man.
Oh, there's a windfall. So I retain a random card at the end of each turn, which is making me feel like maybe I want to specifically retain this card. So how would I specifically retain that card? Well, that would be defend, strike, defend, guard. This is the only card, so it gets retained. Perfect. You strike, then we'll empower and windfall. You can defend to go to the front line, and then we double mortars. Because you can heal this back up. And mortars does 55 damage. See what I mean? And then the second does 18. Significantly less. Still think we made the right choice overall. I'm just gonna guard, defend, and then mortars for 24. Actually, if that was strike, mortars for 24, apparently that would have been lethal there. Okay, we defend, impar, windfall, mortars. Get him! Love getting extra treasures here as well. What do you got for us? Ogre Belt, 2 or more. Gain 4 block. The thing is, Aurora is going to be doing a lot of things to try and gain energy and kind of lie, cheat, and steal to do stuff like that. Yeah, I think I just give it to Aurora.
I'll find somewhere to put this.
Both of them do have an archetype of heavy cards, it appears, so I don't feel too distressed about having done that. I do probably want to go pick up another card randomly from a Vault of Wisdom, though. If Aurora is leading, gain 2 energy. Otherwise, draw 2 cards. I love drawing cards.
Is it a frog?
One of my favorite things. Good Lord in heaven. Voice of Hunger. When a creature dies, this enemy consumes them, gaining 4 power and skipping their next turn, which makes me feel like I need to kill these and then just blow you up real quick. So how do we skip those and blow you up real quick? That's the big question now. It's got to be like Windfall, Double Defense, Strike, and Mortars. Right? Seven there, and then we mortars. Frontliner. Kills the next liner. Your skips aren't stacking. Gaining 4 power and skipping their next turn. Got it. So By the letter of the law, it makes sense that we don't want both of those dying in the same turn. But I will say, I definitely assumed that the intuitive result of that would have been that the enemy was going to be stunned for 2 turns. Draw those cards, but I can't do anything with them. Maybe I play everything except calculate this time. Retain it. Yeah, I can see that. Wait for Mordor again this turn? Oh, why'd you weaken me? I was gonna do Mortar stuff. I'm not doing Mortar stuff this time, as it turns out. I guess. Didn't get to hold calculate, unfortunately. This is the type of turn I was looking for. Windfall. What? I don't want to strike first because Impar. So we're going to want to use that. So. Bump him a bunch. Bump him another bunch. Bump him more.
I nearly spilled my tea.
Well, we couldn't have had that. A warding diamond. So I thought you always got relics from those, but apparently not. And we get another brush. I got 2 warding diamonds now. I guess I do want to go draft more cards then. But I also don't want to see an alchemist that I can't pay for. Okay, I think the draft should probably be the last thing that I do. I got both the treasures in the area, didn't I? Yeah, I got both the treasures that... Or at least I got both the treasures that I could have known were there. 1, 2, and then stand there and pop. No. Yeah, I just don't know where value is going to be for us right now. I know there's a pile of gold over there. Usually that's like single-digit gold, though. Pretty reasonable pop right there. 18s. Now I can draw 3 cards if I'd like. I can't stand in that space unless I already use the Vault of Wisdom. Fine, I'm just gonna pop. No. And then here, pop, pop. Go to the middle. Whoop. Super Rune of Sight reveals a random item on the map and all tiles in a 2x hex radius. Still probably not going to be able to do anything with that because I have no other way to access them now. Oh, is it going to be contiguous? No, it's not contiguous. Wow. Can access that with just a single precision. Well, now we're going on our kind of like draft. Well, are we going to be going on a drafting kind of thing? Yeah, I still need more cards to actually support this play. Draw until you have 7 cards dissolve.
I like
Thank
this
you.
one.
Woo, if that's not what we want. Reduce an enemy's power by 4 this turn. Just to clarify. Attack for 3 plus the amount of damage Aurora took last turn. I don't really do that. 7 block if you control an ally, gain 11 block instead. I don't really do that either. Stupefy is just pretty good for the ability to heavily reduce the damage of enemies when they are attempting to multi-attack you. Attacks on cards with gems deal 2 additional damage. Hilarious. Front enemy has -2 power. At the end, we both heal for 4. Yeah, we're going Master Crafter there, 100%. Mortars is 10 with Master Crafter. The next 2 hits on an enemy are critical hits. Not that you deal to the enemy, but next 2 hits, Annie, on the enemy. On this play, retain your hand and store energy between turns.
Let me show you my moves.
Well, I'll be if the game didn't just offer us basically everything we kind of wanted. Should have healed before I came into this battle. That's my bad. Ooh, what is this? Front bearer. After the front bearer takes 25 damage, the Tiki Palanquin will become weak until the end of the turn. And then when the back bearer takes 25 damage, they'll become vulnerable until the end of the turn. I don't know if I want to use Trance on turn 1, but I also do know that I definitely want to use Trance on turn 1. Draw 4 cards right now? By the way, if you're looking at this icon and going, that looks a bit familiar, there are broad asset packs that are available for sale for developers. Which is to say there's no impropriety. I've encountered this in maybe 5 different games right now, this same symbol. It's a good and I can see why they use it. Defend Trance. I'll defend before the Trance. Thankfully we did get Windfall, so it's worthy. Defend again, and then throw out Mortars, and then throw out another Mortars. It's good to me. 13 by 6. And then this one is just 3 by 7, unfortunately. That second series of hits is what I was talking about when I was saying, like, power is going to matter as well. See, power would have done that, but I also wouldn't have done that on turn 1 because I wouldn't have played Ogre Soup yet because it costs a lot. That's, whew, that's damage, friend. What are you doing? What are you doing with that damage, friend? You're going to instantly kill my whole party. I'm going to take the energy this turn. Use Lawkeeper, Guard. You are kidding me. Defend and Stupefy would both move Aurora back to the front of the party, which would kill us. Yeah, because they both block, right? So they would move to the front of the party, but which means I should have played them before. Dang. I don't really want to use Mortars this turn. Let's defend and then guard. And then empower. Why? Why must you weaken him right before I bop you? Don't. Why? I just want to bop, please. I just want to bop and not stop till the enemies drop. Come on, friends, let me do it. Don't know what to defend. One more defend. Weaken instead. Sure. And then Mortars. And then Mortars. And then Mortars. Works out pretty well in the end, that one there. We're going to be calculating here? Oh, we are going to be calculating here, actually. Gain the excess energy out of that one. Then they have no empower to worry about. Use that. Punch again, and then orders for a Moida.
Thank you for your help.
Thankfully, Sirocco is about to full heal, so I'm not too worried. First time a card is dissolved each turn. Column's Prayer is draw! Oh, it's ridiculous. When you draw this, reduce its cost by 1. What would it even go in? Windfall. It actually may go in Windfall. This is incredible. I think this is the first time that I've tried to get something together in the past 2 episodes, and all of it has worked as I'd intended. And it's really, really going to demonstrate value. I cannot wait. Until the deck is shuffled for the first time, gain +2 power. Great. Anything that gives power. Gimme. Guardian Warden. First time they swap each turn. Draw a card. Yeah, good. All cards get retained. Yeah. Give the socketed ally 1. Yeah. Attack like I'm starting to feel like I should probably just upgrade 2 defense here. Pop this in the defend. Pop the guard in the defend as well. Nice. The relics we have each turn gain 3 block. And then when you obtain this, gain 150 gold. Quite neat. This block would give us that battle and start helping us up towards here. But it's also possible that this could form almost the entirety of the ability to get to this. So let's go over here and get an ink first. Oh, yes. I knew this one was going to happen. So we Column's Prayer. Okay. Windfall. Draw. There's the mortars. Draw. Okay. Okay. Lawkeeper. Stupefy. Defend. Defend. And then we'll mortars for most of your life, and then mortars again for the rest of it. Bye.
What's next?
Ooh, 3 precise ink. I mean, look, 2 precise ink gets me to this battle, so that saves us a brush. If that was our intended usage of the brush, which it may have been. Excuse me? You didn't even show me what you... It's fine. I'm going to go to that sky tower anyway, so I will see it, but let me go. Oh, it tells you how many tiles it discovers directly below you. Interesting. 13 discovered from that one. 13 discovered from that one. Yeah, without many normal enemies to fight instantly, I guess I gotta go for a 13. Alchemist? It's lovely to see you. The Alchemist basically made our deck, so of course. I kind of want to take the strikes out of Sirocco's deck so that Empower is always hitting the mortars. But also, if I roll this, am I going to be rolling a Sirocco card, or am I going to be possibly rolling... Because if this is only ever going to turn into a Sirocco card, then actually what I want to do is transform your strike. Yeah, okay. That looks like it was correct. Increase an ally's power. Sorry, a hero's power or an ally's spirit by 1. I don't want to gain 4 block on that. I definitely don't want to discard a card to reduce its cost. It doesn't attack. So sure, gain block. But now it's going to start... Does that mean that then it will still try and move me to the front? Is that what's going to happen now? Use these 3 just to get up there. Honestly, I really do want to do that. Fine. It's so efficient. And it gets us to another enemy, which is another ink. Elite Warriors, yes, we've seen you. Simplify. Annoyingly, I do want to play that trance, but I kind of feel like I have to play it for 2 cards right now. Yeah, didn't want to do that, but ultimately it is going to prove its worth. Well, I mean, we can just strike. 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 Mortars for 70 damage. And then for 18. Oh, no. More than that, as it turns out. Leaf. Doubling ink. Yes. That doesn't get us all the way there. And we don't have a precision ink to modify it at all anymore. Do need to get to that farrier, definitely. Yak hide would be nice too. I'm gonna take a risk on this. Expanding up here and then blowing that up. Hey, good risk. We discovered an elite and a narrative event and an imperial ink. Oh, what do you got? Narrative event. Exchange all gems. Pay 100 gold or buy a random gem for 50. Exchange all gems. What does that mean? I have no gems. None. Exchange them for what? Buy a random gem for 50? I guess I can, but I kind of want to save my money. What even would I put the random gem in? Like, I don't see like a huge amount of value. Like, if I could duplicate the... if I could get a Resonant Moonstone in Impar, that'd be sick. But a random gem? I don't think I do. 2 extra energy on turn 1 is quite nice. And then we can just pop this, get both that normal battle and the Yak hide. Oh my god, look at that is actually a perfect opening hand right there. Oh my god. Oh my actual god, look at it. Nice. Calculate through 2 more cards. And then... I mean, I can't even trance here. Hilarious. We want to... I guess you can just strike a random target. Like so. And then I will guard and defend, and mortar number 1, 13 by 2. Ah, interesting. You can gain block mid-resolution. And then murder. Turn 1. I know this is harkening back again to last episode, but I do feel it important. The things that I needed to do in last episode to understand more about the mechanics are the things that are allowing me to do things like this. And also, if I had have... I don't know, if you had have gained power every single time you summoned an ally and then the frogs and blah, blah, blah in the last episode, ooh, maybe it would have been a run like this as well. 5 spaces in opposite directions. Can I do that up here for value? I guess I can get those 3. Unfortunately, not a useful 3. Another narrative event. Ooh, gemstone though. Ha! Gemstone. Okay. Because like I do want it in Windfall, but I also do want it in Power, but I also kind of want it in Trance. Just a second cycle Trance out of that. This is unique, the Lawkeeper, so no reason to pop it on in there. It goes in Power. That's so clear to me right now, I think. Which is also just another card played before Mortar. Like, come on, it's... These are sounds now, Raps. You're supposed to do commentary. Copy a card in your deck. The clear thing to me right now is it's not Mortars. It is Empower. Especially given that dupe we just did. I don't want to add too many more cards to the deck because the thicker the deck gets now, the far worse it actually gets. 5 spaces in a straight line would actually get me to that piggy bank. But there might be better ways to utilize it elsewhere. We haven't even been stolen from yet on this map. It's going to happen at some point. All right, let's go to an elite battle. I think I'm actually, like, prepared. Yeah, the enchant weapon will move me forward. But it also gives you a power, which is quite nice. Trance for 5 cards. There's Mortars in our hand now. I've seen every card in my deck except for Windfall. That is hilarious. Well, you can still calculate for energy. Pseudo Windfall, effectively. And then I will defend, move myself to the front, and then 23 by 15. Got him. Garduron's Talon. Whenever you damage more than a single enemy, more than one enemy, draw a card. Sorry, whenever you damage more than one enemy with a single card, draw a card. It costs -1 this turn. Was it -1 this turn, or it costs 1 this turn? It costs 1 less. Yeah, -1 this turn. Cool. I kind of want to go up and do the elite battle as well. Up here. Like, it's just... It's kind of opening a chest right now. The situation we do have to watch out for is where we don't get enough draw in the opening hand to actually continue. Such as now. Unless... You're kidding me. You actually needed to be backline to do that. Okay, I know what I have to do. It's strike, strike, strike there, and then we double impar this turn, maintaining calculate for the next turn with the random retain. You can enchant while you are still in the front line. Okay, good. Calculate's now definitely going to be draw. Let's guard. Double up in power. Calculate the draw. Get all the way out to the windfall. Continue drawing. Looking for windfall pretty much again, if we can get it. We'll settle for whatever we can get. Oh, okay. So I already have lethal in everyone, just to be clear. It's Lawkeeper and then Trance. Oh, we did get to an enchant weapon. Good. Now you're in the front line. You can gain some extra energy for us. For one more defend. And now, okay, 24 by 16 feels like that might be it. Gem of Plenty. At the start of the battle, shuffle 2 copies of this card into your deck with no gems. Oh. I actually don't even have anything I want to put that on right now. It needs to be like a 0-cost cycle kind of situation. Like a 0-cost draw 1. If it's a skill, trigger a voice line that says, "Ooh, a skill!" Until your deck is shuffled for the first time, gain +2 power. It's like plus 30 damage a lot of the times I cast that card. Again, I could... +5. Seems whenever I leave a conversation with Nadim, I get money. But it doesn't actually give me money, to be clear. Just says that it does. What I really want to do is like fight this normal enemy. Can I reach it with that? That'd be great. If I stand here and then pop this, is that 5 spaces still? No, it's 6. Fine. Yeah, we got a pile of gold. Kind of worth. But the normal battle is really what we got it for. Columns prayer. Probably going to want to use the calculate as well. Annoyingly, not what we needed. Let's pop Lawkeeper out there and guard. I'll stupefy you two. So Aurora can heal back up. All right, column, please. Okay. There's only 2 cards left in the draw pile, so I know that I have lethal this turn. Column's prayer. I'll defend to get to the front line. We use Windfall. Bunch of extra energy. Yay! Then moving myself to the front. Let's draw more cards. Impar. Impar. Windfall. Nice. And then, yeah, 29 by 50. Still feel like that's probably enough.
Time for some tea.
Turns out it was. I don't know what's going to happen if an enemy has multiple lives. I'm just going to wombo combo myself into the grave. Ooh, some precision ink, eh? You up there. It's another base fight, I think. Maybe I just pop this and then one precision ink to get to each of those. Might be the best we can get there. Should have just gone for the relic. I don't know why I didn't just pick up that relic right now. Okay, so I just need to get cards out of hand. It's Windfall. Oh, you're going to take damage while I'm playing these as well. Remarkable. It really didn't want to give me any of my own draw cards, did it? Four cards left in the deck. I am waging. I'm marking a wager here that I'm going to draw the actual ones I need. Sure, I guess I Columns Prayer again. Oh, that was incredible. Actual best pickup. Except maybe double in power.
I knew we would be fine.
Get him, Sirocco. Oh, it's so good. Of course you knew it would be fine, Aurora. You're playing with Sirocco on your team. Kind of want to discover it right now. Still don't know if there's things in other areas that I really do even want. Alright, normal battle, what do you got for us? Hello, Berserker. Berserker does get more powerful every time I play a card. To be clear. Should play the Windfall first. Oops, my bad. It's just extra energy now. Oh god. But I need it to be draw. Fine. Calculate. Draw 2 cards. And there's Mortars. Whew, that was almost scary for a moment there. By which I mean, that was almost fair.
Well done.
Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Well, I can just discard these. Who's gonna damage me? Who has the goal? I'm very much keen on the idea of just getting another Crumbling Blade. Could I get another Mortar? Yeah. Should I get another Mortar? I don't know. Maybe. Is it going to increase the size of my deck to another perk limit for us? It looks at 18 cards. How many cards do we even have? 5. Another 5. Another 5. 1. We have 16. It's worth noting, Master Crafter is a huge amount of our damage as well. Master Crafter is as much damage as the Crumbling Blade will ultimately be. I should take the Crumbling Blade. I'm going to save my money for the next store as well, I think, actually. 5, 5 spaces in a straight line, eh? I'm gonna precision ink my way up 1 space, and then 5 spaces in a straight line down. Okay. 5 spaces in a straight line upwards. A little bit more gold out of that. How about 3 spaces down from here? Radiant Heart, got 1 back. Do I want to look at a card draft or 2 maybe before I leave the area? Let's look at 1. No, it can't be a windfall. Could it theoretically be good? Sure. Is it definitely going to be good? No. Nah, I don't want energy. I want draw. Give me draw. Yes. Yeah, I feel so prepared. I don't know if I've ever been more prepared for anything in my life. Blessing of Mayanata has the Blessing of Mayanata. Their power increased by 10, and they gain 10 block each turn. I'm going to try and not go all out for this kill, just because you could easily have some other form. And I'm not getting punked here. So 15 by 4 is not lethal, but another empower. 18 by 5, that's lethal. Yeah. Hello. Good to see ya. Thanks for being honest with me and actually coming out on the ball this time. Let's do it again. It really should say that, like, you know, something else is about to happen after that enemy dies. The only reason I was hesitant there is, you know, because the enemy was so weak, but also because I did play in the Demathon, and I did know that this was possible. Got our way to the front line, draw 2 cards. Nice. Continue defending, draw another 2. Shan't. Double in power, definitely. 17 by 14 is already lethal.
That's 1 for the books.
Ain't it just, Aurora? Ain't it just? The treasure at the start of each battle, gain 2 extra energy. Gain a brush at the start of each shell, get another brush. No, see an extra card when drafting from a Vault of Wisdom. I'm going to take that just because I'm still looking for draw. Gem of Endurance. Draw. The next attack on an enemy is a critically hit draw card. That's pretty good. Fate Weave. Draw 2 cards, then put a card on top of your deck. I mean, you know, it's neutral. It's neutral. Wall of Mist is not good here for me, to be clear. But Fate Weave could happily take a Gem of Plenty, and it's just more cards to cast before Mortar. And then obviously I can make it critical. Takes double damage from the next attack. Would that mean double damage from the first instance of damage or not? Because Mortar, attack a random enemy for 8. So it's launching as many attacks as I play cards, which means Glowworms is actually significantly less valuable here. I don't think I'm going to take Fate Weave either. I'm actually going to take the Gem of Endurance here. Get myself a little bit more defense. Ancient Lands of Tarvarin. Chapter 3. Hello, Nadam! Start battle, gain 2. Oh, Epic is right there. When you play an ally, heal, deal half damage, and inflict bleed for the damage dealt. Shoot 'em up, attack all enemies for 20. Whenever you defeat an elite or boss battle, this card permanently gains +5. Neat. Combo, draw a card, gain 2 block. Think twice. As long as I play a card that belongs to the other hero before it. Yeah, Think Twice could totally be the target that I use the Gem of Plenty on. It's also just similarly a cycling card for us. I think I will just pick up the Urn of Gabriel here before I leave. Get 2 extra energy at the start of every single fight. First time the equipped hero takes damage. I rarely do that. At the start of each battle, 4 bleed on all enemies. Okay. I'm gonna be clear with you right now. If I wanted to, I could just walk directly up to the boss and kill it. And we'd win. But that is a, like, episode 7 kind of strat right there. Whereas this is the final episode of the first series on the game. I'm gonna continue exploring. Very well up in that direction. Even more energy on turn 1. Why is Column's Prayer showing right now? Oh, I must have hovered over the... Yeah, Column's Amulet. That makes sense. Well, oh no. Devil Drummer. They're intending to use a Mayor debuff. Well, game, you got me. You actually friggin' well rumbled me. You did it. Although... How much rumbling can there actually be when I retain a random card every turn? Command Dance. At the end of each turn, the hero loses 2 life to each stack of Command Dance they have. Reduce stacks by 1 whenever the heroes swap. Cool. I'd like you to go in the front place, actually, right now, Sirocco, if you had the ability. Ah. And there it is. Transfer 4 cards. Column our way back, and column our way again. Oh, I should have... I was near the cycle. I should have played Broken Powers before that. Another Power, no chance. Okay. And then 27 by 19. Seems like it might do it. Stardust. Stardust is so powerful. Like, it gets me over there instantly. God, it even... Oh my God, that's actually where I use it. Right? Or I could even do it there. I can actually get all 3. That's what I'm talking about. It's so efficient. Don't you... What did you just take? You just took the club again, didn't you? Fugoro, why do you like that club so much? It's not actually a club. It's a crumbling blade. It just looks a hell of a lot like a club. I guess I should just do these normal fights, get myself some inks. Flamethrowers, okay, so I imagine they will probably try and increase their damage over time. How about we don't let them do that? Lawkeeper is also like a good anti-whiff card here. Guard our way to the front line. Defend. Transfer 4 cards. There's only 2 cards left in the deck. I already know what I'm drawing right now. Oh, get it.
What's next?
Doubling ink. Ooh, stacking up those doubling is. Should really be careful to make sure we have a good location to use those. All right, Runasite, show me something. Is that useful? No, I still can't access this with just 1 doubling ink. We got another normal battle. We might find something there. And then we got an elite battle we could easily take on if we want. Dealing 15 damage in a single turn does 10 additional damage. Well, we'll see what we can do. All right. This is actually going to be the most kind of half-cocked we've gone off. Let's defend. Then guard back to the front. Then wait, they don't share a health bar, do they? Oh yeah, they do. Oh, never mind.
That was fun.
All right, that makes sense. 3 in a straight line, eh? Hey. 3 in a straight line, and then 3 up and down. Perfect. Okay, that second doubling ink just got used, despite the fact that it could not have actually been used where I just clicked. Okay, so if you ever have a stack of inks, you need to exit it, rather than just, like, invalid click in an area. There are definitely a few kind of like, what'd you call them? Small polish kind of things that I've noticed over the course of this. Obviously, you know, like enemies occasionally being replaced with a white outline of them themselves. Things rendering on screen for longer than the reason they should be on screen. Sometimes cards, sometimes potions, things like that. Obviously, a little bit of mechanical inconsistency in terms of some of the card plays that I'd experienced in past, but also significantly less than it had in the demo book, the demothon, rather. So the trajectory is definitely quite good, and it is also worth noting again that the game launches on the 24th of June. This is 0.22.77897. Now, that's not necessarily a version number that's like, oh, it's so far away from 1, but it's more to say this is not the final version of this product. Just in case that had been niggling at the back of your mind. Let's go to a normal battle. Another example, right? Taunt. Enemies without taunt cannot be targeted. And Fires of Rage gains +5 power to the end of the turn. Cool. Well, I can't target them, but I do know I can randomly hit them. We saw that prior. Fall in par and par. Keep off you. Move that forward. That forward. Trots. And there's our mortars. Let's keep using those columns. Prayers, please. Do I want to draw here? Sure. Defend, and then use the calculate for 2 more draw. Seeing if I get any energy. I don't. That's okay. We'll pop mortars.
I'm knew we
You know.
would be fine.
And then murder all the enemies with it. Explosive brush. I do have 4 brushes remaining, so that's pretty easy. You know what? Let's go back over here and go to the Fagoro. What are you doing with my stuff, bud? Use this to discover a large amount of our trip over in that direction. Rune of Sight, what do you have? Woo! Incredible! Thank you, Rune of Sight! Showing me an elite battle as well as getting me another mask. Oh my god.
Don't mind if I do.
At the end of the enemy turn, return all destroyed enemies to the field. Junk Feet takes 30 damage for each restored enemy, and this is Junk Feet itself. And then these support bots are summoned, and they're trying to resummon. Okay. Wow, this might be the first fight that I don't actually just blow out of the water. I should start with the calculate just in case we do get draw. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. I don't know how I thought that. Rather, I don't know how I knew that was going to happen, but for some reason I just did. Are we retaining anything important right now? No. No. Okay. Let's get in the turn. And now I know that I definitely have the ability to get through the rest of this deck. Unfortunately, I am weakened as well. Ugh. All right, Lawkeeper. Oh no, I got an inkling you may be necessary, Lawkeeper. I hope I'm wrong. Yep. You take 30 damage each time there is a returned enemy like that, okay? We're holding at the end of this turn with the Lawkeeper anyways. We should save low-cost things in our hand. Though we will want to defend and defend. 5 damage at the end of this turn, that's fine. There you go, 30 damage from a mortar. In that turn, you hit me, making me draw a card and gain an extra energy. Then we draw back up 5, getting a full hand of 10. All planned. Shot you, throw it in par. I guess I can stupefy and defend. I already threw out the empower, damn. Oh, I don't want to dismiss that ally. I think I'm going to dissolve for 3 cards. I did want to do that for more, but I guess this is going to have to do. Yeah, fine. What's left in the draw pile? Just the other mortars, the one that would have done more damage. It happens. It happens. We'll defend, and then guard, and then play this mortar. And it's still way more than enough damage. So we have had enemies revive, and we've gone to the second cycle, and none of it's been a problem. At the start of the battle, inflict critical hit on each enemy. All right, we'll see if that does actually crit the whole thing. I strongly believe that it won't. That is the strongest take I've had on any of the interactions in this game so far. Strongly believe it will not. Or rather, in this series so far. Makes one hit, takes double damage. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna double empower, throw a stupefy and a guard, and then trance. I'm going for a full 6 draw there. Oh, thank you. Is there another column spray? There is another column spray. Unless column spray is one of the bottom 2 cards of the deck, I can now confirm a draw through my whole deck in the first cycle. There it is. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's calculate for some more extra energy. And then I am looking for defend, and mortar. So the first hit against this enemy does 46, and then 23, 23, 23. Yeah, so it is in individual instances of attack. Whoa, ink reveals 3 tiles. Thank you. That's exactly what I needed here. Taking this back, thank you. And also Magda's Rose. At the start of battle, add a random card of the equipped hero to hand across 0 this battle. I'm going to put that on Aurora, because Aurora gets more draw. I don't think I've left any enemies just sit about on the map. Well, okay, except for the elite up here. Fight me. Ground Shaker. Ooh. I dig the design of that. It's like a Colossus Fall guy. Tremors. For every 5 cards played in the turn, deal 15 damage to the front enemy hero. Whoa, no. Uncounted. Liquefy, retain attack for 30 at the end of each turn. If this is in your hand, reduces cost by 1. That's hilarious. Well, you have critical on you, so I can just liquefy you. Get liquefied. Windfall and calculate our way forward a little bit. Oh, of course, that gives us an energy and draws a card. I forgot about the Bloodfire Mask. How can I forget about the Bloodfire Mask when it's so good? Please get me to the card. You are joking. Now draw 3 cards. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of times our best cards happen to be at the bottom of the deck. Thankfully, we have all the draw. Doesn't matter. We play a range card, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Not really want to do this. Okay. So we should probably go try and target that Doom Scythe. You didn't have anything else I was particularly interested in, right? I can just see a world where Think Twice is suddenly difficult to cast for some reason. Maybe I go through all of the Vaults of Wisdom first. That makes some sense to me. create spaces of useful area instead. And then one more brush will get me to my ultimate location. Bomb Slinger, critical, volatile, destroy this after attacking. I imagine that's after it attacks. Ludan, ally, unique, gain an energy at the start of each turn. Luduan, sorry. This is actually the last opportunity I have to play Trance without it probably sucking real bad, so more than happy to take it. Can you please give me a way to move Sirocco to the front?
Why? Why must you do this?
There, I have gained a bunch of energy. Defend. Yes, stupefy, throw strike, and then Mortis.
Well done.
That'll do it. It's difficult to commentate the same kill a lot of times, yeah, but God, am I ever thrilled to have... It's not an infinite, but it's in that same realm. It's definitely infinite adjacent. It attacks for infinite damage. How about that? Actually doesn't do infinite damage. It does 400. Doubling ink is both directions. All right, doubling ink is both directions. Sure. I go here. I double. Then I stand here and I pop this for 13. And I'm going to pop this for 1. Or for the final one. Fine. I'll start looking at these as well. Wit Strike. Draw a card. Attack for 2 times your hand size. Ogre Soup. We can actually take that now, can't we? We can actually pay for that. Echoing Pain. Attack for 3 each time. No. The next card you play this turn costs 2 less this battle. But will it cost its full cost the time that I cast it, though? I don't know, and I can't take that just in case it stands in the way. Triton Trainer, Gabriel Equilibrium. Guess I can probably take Gabriel Warden because I usually do swap after that. Gets us a talent tier. Stone Skin, +1 max life. No. Whenever you dissolve a card or gains a strength. Bargain Hunter, shop charges 25%. Sure. Just because the other ones aren't really relevant. And the reason to take the spirit there was I messed up. As it turns out, the reason is because, oops. Because, oh no. I thought I still had the mask that was going to allow me to gain a power on Sirocco for every ally I played. Nope. Seen those ones before. 25 out here. Spirit Stars, draw 2 cards, then put 2 atop your deck. No. Memorize, another Windfall. No. Maybe I should just finish with a bunch of money left over. Actually, hang on. Is this not costing me anything? Wait. Wait, is there any other drafting down here? No, there isn't. Okay. I don't think I paid for any of those. I think if I selected any of the cards, I was going to pay for them, which makes it a lot easier to go to those Vaults of Wisdom much earlier than I did. And it retrospectively makes me a little sad that I didn't visit all of them constantly. Oops. I'm here to murder you. Avatar of Mist. They are the Lord of Mists. We also have the ability to see that over there. Dissolves the hero's decks over the course of the fight. Oh, of course. Don't think that's going to happen, of course. You are the Avatar of Mist. We've seen cards with Dissolve deal triple damage. Whenever the Avatar of Mist deals life damage, dissolve the top 4 cards of the player's deck. Liquefy is already redonkitude. They intend to use a debuff. I'm gonna Ogre Soup you, and then I'm gonna swap my position with you. Throw out a Lawkeeper. And then Liquefy. What did you do? Oh, thank heck. You could have killed me. You could have, like, actually just straight up killed me if you removed the mortars. I straight up would have lost. Which very, very pleased not to have. Defend to get the right unit in the front line. Draw. Get ourselves back in the new cycle. Windfall out. Calculate for even more draw. Ogre Soup again. How many more cards can I cast? So I can Stupefy you, and then throw a Defend out to get the right unit in the front line again, and then just go double orders. But the key part is the second one will still deal a lot of damage. Not lethal, as it turns out, but a lot. Because we had Ogre Soup, so we actually had power, rather than just relying on the Impart effect from our ally. And now I should be able to find any which way I want around and out of this. Sure. You defend to go to the front, trance draws 3 cards. Oh look, it's a mortar.
That's what I'm talking about.
My life flashed before my eyes when I saw 2 levels. Hey, 2 levels on both of them. Not 2 levels for me, unfortunately, as a party more broadly, and then we get 20 pages there. We've unlocked for Sirocco the card Flex. Whenever a hero attacks this turn, gain 3 block. We've got Dig, gain 25 gold. Neat. And Phantasmal Might. Ooh, really dig the art for that. Oh, yeah, of course. It's similar to the Phantasm event. When you draw this, the other hero gains 2 power until the end of the turn. This card cannot be played. This is another part that would go in with the build of draw 2 cards, put 1 card back atop your deck, right? Expose. Next attack on an enemy's critical hit. They gain 10 block. Yeah, the idea of being able to set enemies up for critical hits. We're starting to see, right, like a lot of games like this will start your base characters with like a little hint of the other kind of like archetypical directions that they can go in, but then, you know, a core set that is more related to 1 or maybe 2 mechanics that are related to the character. And then as you unlock things after that, they start increasingly introducing the cards that they didn't want to overwhelm you with at the start, that introduce the kind of the glue of those other later archetypes. And it seems like definitely we're following that kind of path here as well. Party unlock is new treasure, the chalice from the palace, which unfortunately we don't necessarily get immediately to see what it does. Let's go back to the compendium. Wait, not compendium. Where am I looking? Petri. There we go. A free treasure appears next to the gate. A free vault appears next to the gate. A free gem mine appears next to the gate. All ways of having a much nicer start. I still do think I should probably go... I still do think I should probably go like Farewell, extra treasure. Something like that. Something that makes the map a little denser. So anytime I explore, I am less likely to find a small gold pile of 9. Oh, I'm super keen to see what the rest of these will be. But for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Roguebook. Again, there is a link at the very top of the description down below to pre-order the game on PC, on Steam. The game will also be available on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch at launch on June 24th. Thank you again to Nacon Gaming, the publisher, for having sponsored the last 3 videos. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time.